Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? We're back with another, at John's Place, another movie review and like three local short film reviews. And movie review we're talking about is 1408 with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson, one of the Stephen King adaptations.
I've got to grab the disc.
Oh, that's okay.
Here's the movie. If you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, John Cusack, Samuel L. Jackson, Mary McCormick, Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's, about this writer. I mean, similar like Stephen King sometimes puts writers in his story like Misery and stuff like that. And it starts out, and he's at a bookstore, and there's only a few people there. Maybe he was a little disappointed, or people didn't really care, and he still did, he still did his Q&A and stuff like that. John was saying, like, there was this thing where there was this female band, what was it, Led Zeppelin?
Les Zeppelin.
Les, okay.
Yeah, for short for lesbian. Yeah, we could play a local tattoo convention, and because there wasn't a big crowd, they wouldn't play. Kind of unprofessional. Where there was other bands. I forget the name of the one, but I think they're the band that Paul Diano, is that to say his name? The original singer from Iron Maiden used to take on tour with him in North America. They put on a hell of a show. Yeah, all the other bands played like it was 10,000 people. They didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, if people pay, you should still perform. Just like at the Albion Fair, they had like this Grandpa Cratchit puppet show. I remember sitting in the audience waiting for a puppet show to go, and they said, "Well, there's not enough people in there, or one other person down, so we're not gonna do it." And I was like, I had to wait till the third puppet show, but at least it didn't cost me nothing at Albion Fair.
Yeah, the 1408, it's pretty good because the premise is John Cusack visits all these haunted locations, and of course, they never turn out to be haunted. And then he writes books about the places, but then he gets lured into this hotel, and it has a haunted history for room 1408. But what the twist is that it has a lot to do with your personal fears.
Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, he gets this postcard. See, I go off topic again like usual. But, postcard said, don't go on 1408. Oh, I'm going to go on 1408. At 1408, he added up to 13. Oh, that's very clever. What a twist.
What a twist.
And, Samuel Jackson said, what can I take? And he gave him like $800 bottle of alcohol and stuff like that. Well, I still want to go on 1408. Curse you. It was very entertaining. He was really, and then he goes in the room. This is the big room. This is the big deal. And then things start slowly going haywire and stuff like that. And it's really cool. Low with really neat special effect, like the frozen room that looks just like Erie. In the way it was, but especially that Saturday.
Oh, yeah, let snow.
Yes,
Erie has much more.
I know, and not as much, almost as much flooding as Meadville, not as bad.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I give it a full-on 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I saw it once quite a while ago, not at the theater, but I think I read it on Netflix. And then I was looking for some stuff to buy. I was buying some cases for like some TV shows. Where the case got kind of damaged, the DVDs were okay, so I found you could get like a set of 10 cases that each one would hold 12 DVDs for like $16. So then 1408 kind of cropped up. I'm like, ooh, I got to buy that. I also bought an Alfred Hitchcock collection on Blu-ray too. Some of his classic films that we'll probably eventually get to.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I asked Jason if he had seen 1408, and he had it. Yeah.
So many movies out there.
And I forgot a lot about it because it's been a while.
There's so many movies that's like impossible to keep up with. And now there's all these streaming services, and now they're having their own program. Like that. There's so much stuff to keep up. There's no way.
Well, I told Jason too. I think one of the reasons I didn't see it at the theater was you get kind of skittish with Stephen King movies because there's been so many crappy adaptations.
Yeah.
And hopefully, with this past year, 2017, with 3 good adaptations, hopefully people will start making better ones and kind of set the bar higher. Although I was telling Jason, what's interesting is, if I remember correctly, because Stephen King has a deal for independent filmmakers. If you want to adapt one of his short stories, you can. You pay him a whole dollar and then you get to make a film based on one of the shorts. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works exactly because working for a horror fest for a number of years, you'd see some Stephen King adaptations there. Oh yeah, that's right, he does that because he has made so much money, he doesn't give a crap. So it's like he appreciates independent filmmakers and stuff. So yeah, he has. I think he might still do that. Where oh yeah, I like this story. Can I adapt? And you probably have to reach out to his publicist or something, and then you pay a whole $1, and then you get to make an adaptation. Because if you look in his IMDb page, you'll see several adaptations of different short stories. Yeah, because he allows people to do that, which is really cool of Stephen King to do that.
I know Stan Lee had like a superhero type program that my friend Christina Kauf of Bad Girls Ball did, and for her character Burp Girl, about superheroes and villains with disgusting powers. And then they got approved, and then they made like a short movie, like 10 minutes. I reviewed a Burp Girl versus Upchuck. And I mean, she ended up spending $1,000, but it's a very brilliant film too. But shout out to Christina Kauf, Burp Girl, my friend. And yeah. And it was cool. We saw a couple locally made ones with that thing about dollar for the Stephen King adaptation, Lovecraft's Pillow.
Yeah, which stars our buddy Greg. Well, not stars, but makes an appearance. Greg Rupp that runs the Horror Fest. And a local TV person, well, it used to be a TV person, Shannon Solo. They were done by Mark Steensland, who used to work for the Horror Fest and co-founded the Northwestern PA Film Office and the Film Society, Northwestern PA. And well, he taught college locally, but then he had moving back to California. But he has some really good shorts if you look for his YouTube channel. One of them starred Evil Ed from Fright Night, the original Fright Night. Yeah, Stephen Jeffries, I believe his name, who came out to the Horror Fest one year. So Mark talked to him about doing a short. But yeah, he has a couple of really neat little short films he does. But then going off of the Lovecraft's Pillow, which is a Stephen King adaptation, then we went to 1408.
Yeah, it was really cool. And we saw two other ones of his, Sucker and Weeping Willow, and they're all really good. There used to be a person that contacted me called Weeping Willow. I don't know if it happened to her, who does like YouTube videos, but different from in the movie. And it was really cool. And also that Stephen Jeffries also was the guy that started in 976 Evil. And also he was the guy that played, was in Heaven Help Us. He was the one that freaked out with the part with the communion scene with all the girls and stuff like that. But I don't want to get into that. But all the short films were very enjoyable, and they're readily available to find on YouTube. You have to look for his name.
Mark Steensland.
Mark Steensland? Oh,
yeah.
Cool. And they're all filmed in Erie, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of them. And he also, I think, has one on Netflix, which I don't know how good it is personally because I haven't watched it yet. It's called The World According to Philip K. Dick, about the author who movies have been based on his work. Blade Runner, Total Recall, Minority Report, and a bunch of other in the TV series, Amanda High Castle on Amazon. So I saw the first season, it was really good, and I keep forgetting to watch the second season.
Yeah. And our one friend, Monster Mark, did some work in those movies,
yep.
too. So, yeah, I really enjoyed all that stuff. 1408 is really good, and the short films are fantastic. You can check them out on YouTube. And for me and my buddy John, we love them all, and take care of my Legion.